Proper planning and your nervous system. I know the nervous system has been a huge topic in the entrepreneurial space, and I can't help but to chime in on it. It's actually something I've been teaching for about 4 years now without really titling it the nervous system. I was teaching my clients about their set place, which is this space of earning that they exist at, and everything inside of them is in alignment with it. Whenever they set out to do something new or different, they may hit that target one time, but if their set place has not shifted, they'll come back down to that lower income bracket. And all of that is a part of nervous system work. I was titling it as capacity. And I sent an email out to my email list this morning, an email that I started on yesterday. And I told myself that I would send the email out yesterday evening, but as I was working on editing the email, I decided I would instead send it out in the morning, which was today. And as I was working on the email, I thought about how long it normally takes me to start and complete an email, and how something that I enjoy doing, which is writing, was beginning to feel more like a task. And I thought about when I owned a brick and mortar service based business, email marketing was something we did in that business as well. And then I transferred it over to my now coaching and consulting business. It was a concept that worked really well for us. It kept our clients connected to inside things that we may not have had an opportunity to talk about when they were visiting to come and have services done. And it actually was a space that they were able to just share a simple email with people that they wanted to invite to come and do business with us. So it worked really, really well for us. We kept a list of about 1,000 people, a cleaned list. And I'll talk more on that at some point as we move on, but I teach about it inside 3D Success Academy in the email marketing module. What happens when you are in a space of forcing things or things that are beyond your capacity, you can start resenting something that you actually enjoy. And this is why when I'm working with clients to create their business model, many of them have been in business for quite some time, but they're in transition. They have outgrown a role, and the need for a new business model is in front of them. They're aware that their business model needs to change. And one of the things I work with them on is capacity. Like the level of resistance you get from attempting to work beyond your capacity in a way that is fulfilling can do the actual reverse. Now, I talked about stretch goals. That's a video I loaded a day or so ago. That's not the same. Capacity is what you have the bandwidth for, what your nervous system can handle. And there are things that you can do to increase your capacity. But sometimes there's not a need to increase the capacity, it's a need to shift how you're doing things. So one of the things I decided when I sent that email to my list today was, that I would give myself 2 to 3 days to write an email. Does it take that long? Absolutely not. It's something you can do in 2 to 3 hours or less, right? An hour. But because one of the things about this newer identity I've stepped into is I work once and check it 2 to 3 times before sending. And sometimes before I work once, check it once, and keep moving, and found that there were mistakes that I just could have avoided. And this identity that I'm operating in simply does things differently. And even as I'm sharing this now, as I'm thinking about capacity, in my mind, I'm like, oh, maybe I'll get someone just to edit emails and blog posts and things of that nature, because that is something that I'm focusing more on publicly, not just my newsletters with my list, but even more publicly for the new year. And so, yeah, capacity, your nervous system. When those things are out of alignment, you will begin to resent your business. What area in your business do you need support? Is there someone that you need to delegate things to? Is it time for you to hire someone you can duplicate the services that you provide? You can train them on it, and they can begin servicing clients, whether that's in your brick and mortar service based business or in your coaching business. I have a program that I will bring coaches into to train. Where is it that you need support in your business so that you can run your business with a regulated nervous system and not one that's dysregulated? And capacity and nervous system, they go hand in hand. They go hand in hand. That is my take on today. Yeah. What things are you doing in your business that are causing you to have a dysregulated nervous system where you simply need support, advice, help in some form or fashion, whether that is a coach or consultant like myself who can come in and, assist you in making decisions, in doing done with you projects where you have added support. Where do you need to hire? That's my take on today. I am Tanya Wilson, also known as the Growth Strategist. I support women just like you to step into their personal power, not with a dysregulated nervous system, right? To increase their capacity where it needs to be and to determine where they need help to keep their nervous system regulated. Scale their business and create lifestyles they love. That is my take on today. Join me at renewedfullcircle.com if you're looking for added support in your business. That is an absolute great place to start. If you are in transition and you have some uncertainty, you lack clarity in certain areas, you're ready to really plan for next year and you don't quite know where to begin, join us for 3D Brand Masterclass. It begins on January the 5th, but for you, as soon as you invest, you get day one. It is a 4-day opportunity. The first 3 days are self-paced. It is the pre-work to the actual masterclass, which is the 4th day. You get day one as soon as you invest. We talk about how your destiny, your dollars, and your disciplines are things that need to be in alignment when you're branding. If you want to run a business that funds your lifestyle and not run it. And on the 4th day, we're going to talk about stages of growth in business, what they look like, the archetype that's running the business at that time, the levels of money that are commonly being made at different stages, and what you need to do as you're planning for 2026. That's my take on today. Peace and abundance.